So I just think about humility and honesty, because what this is what Tai Lopez, my mentor, uh, teach and teach me, and humility, humbleness is really a big and deeply rooted in Japanese culture. Actually, uh, Japanese are really humble people, uh, but in that humbleness, the definition or how they define humble and how they expect you to be humble in their culture actually made me super confused. And actually, I was fall into this like kind of trap. But I think finally you know um, I understood and I got out of that trap, and then I'm good. But um, when you talk about being humble, uh, Thai teach that you gotta be humble in action, and that's a very important key point. I think I got from him. What I learned is when you talk about being humble, it is a humbleness in action that you are talking about. It's not like your attitude, or I mean it's an attitude because it's an action, but like what I was really uh, in the past got really confused and then trapped. How I trapped was that because of the expectation, I had to be act humble, right? I had to say things like, when even like when I came here, after I came here in the state, and there is a more confusion because the culture is different and you're not expected that, but then I still that reaction for that expectation was kind of built in me already, and then I'm in a different situation, different culture, so I got really confused. And actually, so what happened was when people compliment, I can't take that compliment, and I will say, like, people say compliments, something that I'm really good at, and I have to deny it. Like it's like I have to say no, I'm not. I mean, it's crazy now I think about it, but that was kind of already built in me, so I really had to fight through to correct that thing, because even you think you are good, but you have to say you're not, then actually that really confused a subconscious mind too, and I was really suffered from it. But now I'm fine. So that's why I kind of wanted to talk about it. But Thai, what I learned from Thai, and then what he said really hit me, because like when you have to be humble, but you really have to be humble in action. Like you can be arrogant, right? You can behave arrogant as long as you are humble in action, and you don't need to act humble basically, and you don't need to say humble thing, but you important thing is you behave humble in action. So you always gotta learn, you always read books, and then you always listen to other people's opinion, and you never you never like be too arrogant in action. I mean, you can say things arrogant even, and because what you say actually affects yourself, right? So actually I think it's better to say, just what you say is better to be arrogant than negative, okay? Because when you say negative thing, it really affects your subconscious mind, and like it really affects your feeling. So you gotta feel always good, and then if you have to be arrogant, if you have to say something arrogant to feel good, then that's okay, I think, as long as your action is humble. And I really think that the humbleness can coexist with confidence. You gotta be confident to be happy, have a happy life. You gotta be confident, but you can confident at the same time. You can be humble. And then in the past, what I was suffered is that I was built to be humble completely, meaning that you never really accept yourself as enough, all right? You are good enough, or you're good, you are super great. You never said that, but I think you should say that, as long as actions were there. You cannot say that you're not good, because what you say really affects you, and it creates a negative spiral. And I think the perfect combination is your humble action, but you are confident on what you say and how you behave. And that's the perfect combination. And the honesty, I gotta say, you gotta be confident to be honest, right? Being honest is really kind of courageous thing. And you can, so the confidence and honesty is really, I think, highly associated together. And if you're not confident, and you can be still honest, but I think that really means you are honest about inconfident and incompetence, right? And that's really bad, because you are so gonna into stuck in negative spiral. That's kind of my thoughts.